boom bap, a lot of hip hop too, you see a pattern, a hi-hat pattern that looks like this. And I see a lot of people doing this. Like, well, I'm just kind of gonna throw in every other one and throw a hi-hat. And that's not a problem. That's not a problem. But we could switch it up. We could do a little different. We could do this. I'm gonna add 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. That's from the guide. So this is number 16 in the BoomBap guide. So there it is, those 3 closed hi-hats, kick, snare, and that's that extra kick that you see in there. And so what I'm gonna do is first, I'm gonna do B. We just got A. This is A. I'm gonna add in, this is good. But I want to mess with these hi-hats a little bit. I want these to go. I'm gonna mess with the volume a little bit. So each one is going to get progressively louder just by a little bit. It's not going to be too crazy, but gives a little build up, gives a little more feel to it. And at the same time, I'm going to go into these snares. These are all the same volume. I'm just going to roughly change these a little bit so they're not all the same. And I'm going to keep that 100 because that is actually different from all the others. And I'll do the same thing with the kicks, just to get a little bit of a feel. So not everything is exactly the same. So I don't want everything the same. We want a little different feel on these. We'll end a little strong there. So let's take a listen. So I like that. And now I'm gonna copy that over. Whoops, copy, let's go. All right, so this is a copy of it, and then I'm just gonna do what we have in B. So we throw in an open hi-hat here. Let's see, here's the difference, open hi-hat, and then open hi-hat here. So after each of the 3 of the closed hi-hats, we're gonna throw in an open hi-hat, and we get in a second kick here as well. We'll kick, and then we finish off with a closed hi-hat. So let's do that. Let's throw in is here, and then let's see this. I throw in a kick here, a second kick right here, and then we finish with a hi-hat. So let's listen. That's kind of nice. I like that. I like the ending. Adds a nice little variety there. I'm going to turn down the hi-hats just a little bit. I feel like they're a little bit abrupt just for this particular hi-hat that I'm using. You might use a different one that sounds all right at a louder volume. Nice. I like that. So there it is. That's pretty straightforward. It's a fun way to use different hi-hats. Or use a different hi-hat pattern than what you typically see in boom bap, but still sounding boom bap. So if you're looking for some variety, there you go. Let's do a little bit more. So I want to play with the drum pattern. So I'm gonna go here, and let's just say here, I want to emphasize the kicks. So I'm gonna add a little bit more kicks. Maybe I'll actually remove some of the hi-hats. I like that. There we go. So we can add in more kicks, remove some of the hi-hats if we want to emphasize the kicks. And let's just say we want to emphasize the snares a little bit on this one. So I might do, we'll keep that. Remove that. I like that. You kind of expect the kick in the end, but instead you don't get it, and it's a nice way to keep the listener's attention. I think it's kind of interesting looking at, if we go back to this original one, right, we're looking at these boom bap drum patterns. And again, a lot of them are like this. Here, I'll do this. Go over here. A lot of them are this kind of pattern, which isn't wrong, right? I'm not saying this is wrong. It works. It gives a certain feel. But at some point, a lot of these become the same, and it's not really, you're not being that creative, right? You're just doing copying and pasting, and you're just doing what you've always done. You want to get a little original. Sometimes you'll see this too, where it's this one, this pattern. This works too, right? There's nothing wrong with this. Adds a nice bounce, but you want to get creative with your stuff. You want to get a little different. You want to experiment. You want to keep it fresh. And the great thing about music and being creative, it doesn't mean you have to create something totally brand new or something completely out of the box and use all these crazy plugins. It could just be a simple change in the pattern like this, and it could still be boom bap and still could be fresh, but also new at the same time. I messed that up. I'm sorry. That's too much. I knew I felt a little weird. And that's all it takes. So try this pattern. It's really simple, right? It's just the 3 hats, the kick, snare. You can copy that in with MIDI, or you could go and get it from the guide. The guide also has all the MIDI files. You could drag and drop. It has the stems. It has 50 of these creative patterns. So you get that at midimighty.com. All sorts of genres, not only boom bap. So check that out. Peace.